That was not a top 50 verse.
No, but you know.
You don't like Ace Trumpets?
What's so great about it?
It's so.
Or Malice?
To keep it a buck, I'm gonna go with Pusha T. So we're not gonna drink to them.
Y'all, Jim Jones might have just pulled the biggest self-destruction move hip-hop has seen in a minute. The man woke up one day, grabbed a mic, and decided to go toe-to-toe with three of the most legendary names in the game: Nas, Pusha T, and No Malice. It started with a wild hot take, saying Nas wasn't relevant, and spiraled into a series of messy interviews, viral sound bites, and a full-blown lyrical war. But here's the twist. Jim didn't just trigger a response. He might have accidentally orchestrated the most iconic comeback hip-hop's seen in years. And baby, he's not winning this one.
My son can't tell you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like, let's
It all began when Jim dismissed Nas's entire legacy in an interview. He didn't just shade him, he clowned him. Said his son couldn't name a single Nas song, claimed Nas was irrelevant to the next generation. But the worst part? Jim didn't say it once and move on. He tripled down. From the Breakfast Club to Bag Fuel to street interviews, Jim kept repeating the same disrespect like it was gospel. And when people started reacting, he said he was the reason Nas was going viral again. That's when the industry collectively side-eyed Jim and said, "Oh, you done messed up now." Let's be clear, Nas doesn't bark back. He doesn't hop on Instagram Live or diss tracks to clap back. That's not his style. Instead, Nas flexed the quiet power move. While Jim was running his mouth, Nas posted a sleek cinematic ad for a $5 billion Queens casino investment. He didn't name names. He didn't need to. The message was clear: I'm too rich for this conversation. Legacy, wealth, and power. Nas dropped it all without spitting a single bar. That's how legends move.
The future is not something you wait for. It's something you build. It lives in the hands of the doers, the dreamers, the people who refuse to stand still. Resorts World is more than a casino. It's energy. It's opportunity. It's hope for the borough. A second chance for some, a first step for many. It's where community gathers. Not just to win, but to build a future once imagined. This isn't just business. This is legacy. And now it's time. Time to invest in us.
But just when we thought Jim couldn't dig the hole any deeper, he came for Pusha T. Yes, Pusha. Jim questioned Pusha's relevance, said he wasn't top 50, and mocked the fact that he never had a moment that impacted him personally. "I never had a Pusha moment in my life," Jim said. That one line was enough to shake the room, but the disrespect didn't stop there. Jim even said nobody wanted to dress like Pusha or talk like him. It was messy, bold, and oh so reckless. And here's where it got poetic. While Jim was clowning, the Clipse brothers, Pusha and No Malice, were already quietly plotting. Months before Jim's comments, Pusha had been nudging No Malice to return to music. At first, Malice brushed it off. He'd left the game, converted to Christianity, and stayed silent while Pusha held down the trenches. But when Jim took aim, it was like a switch flipped. And suddenly, Malice wasn't just back. He was listening.
Can you sing along the 5 Pusha T records right now? His records.
Yes.
His records?
Yeah.
Name
I love
them.
Pusha. Nostalgia.
Oh, you was a Pusha T fan.
If
He's
you
like,
know, you know.
I didn't know he had fans like
No.
that. Can you name 5 Pusha T records? No,
Dreaming of
his
the
record.
Past.
Pusha T. I love your soul, my dog. You're not in my top 50. You might be in Charlemagne's top 50 and things like that.
Pusha
But
top 50.
you haven't done that much for me in my life. Like, I didn't never want to be like Pusha. I never had a Pusha moment in my life. I never thought, like you did, like, where I'm from, you just want to be like you if you was really that dude and that rapper and things
Wayne
like that.
wanted to
It's
be like Pusha.
Yeah.
He was influenced by Pusha.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's why Pusha did the Mr. Me Too record.
Okay, cool. You a very strong Pusha T fan. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
But what else has he bring to the game? Did he make people want to dress like him? Did he have some slang that everybody was talking like him? There'll be the girls, all the girls wanted to do him. Like, what is you did?
The comeback didn't hit SoundCloud. It didn't leak online. It debuted in Paris at the freaking Louis Vuitton Fashion Week. Picture this. Jay-Z and Beyonce in the front row, Pharrell curating the moment, And over the loudspeakers, a brand new Clipse track plays. The lyrics? Sharper than a dagger and aimed straight at Jim Jones. Watching your fame escape relevance. Out of your element. Ouch. It was layered, cold, and delivered on the most glamorous stage possible. A diss track dressed in high fashion.
Make some noise for the Clipse. Mr. Genesis.
Now hold on. DC. Make some noise for the Clipse, y'all.
It's all right.
Let's go. Been 2 years like I was back cruising. Business shorts and guns capping and pursuing. I was just assuming you keep your coke moving, but I got one question.
Let's talk about the power behind that Paris moment. Pharrell, newly appointed as creative director for Louis Vuitton's menswear line, didn't just host the show. He backed the entire Clipse revival. That runway wasn't just fashion, it was chess. And when fans connected the dots, the question was clear. Was this Pharrell's revenge? After years of side eyes and sneak dices from Jim, Pharrell responded not with words, but with an empire-sized platform. But wait, Jim wasn't done embarrassing himself. When asked about the Clipse track, Chains and Whips, Jim hit Instagram to laugh it off. But on Drink Champs, that mask slipped. Jim admitted the bars did hurt. I'd be heartbroken if that was about me, he said, trying to play it off. But the damage was already done. That crack in the bravado showed us everything. Behind the memes and tough talk, Jim felt that diss deep in his chest.
I would say he's the greatest of all times. The relevancy that he keeps showing year after year, hit after hit, record after record. Any record that he has put out has seemed to go multiple platinum. Like that's never has happened before in this history. I mean, there's a few other people that do astronomical numbers like that, but he really in it. Like, you know what I mean?
Instead of letting it go, Jim hopped in the booth and recorded his own freestyle over the same beat Clipse used. Called it Chains and Whips too. But let's be honest, it didn't hit the same. Fans saw it as a scramble, not a response. And the Clipse? They weren't even worried. Because they had something bigger on the horizon, a full-blown reunion album titled Let God Sort Them Out. And baby, this wasn't nostalgia. It was a statement. That album wasn't some basic mixtape drop. It came with firepower. Features from Nas, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, The Dream, John Legend, and executive production by Pharrell. But when Def Jam tried to censor Kendrick's verse, Clipse said, "Nah, we good," and took the whole project to Rock Nation. Just like that, they skipped the politics and leveled up. Power moves, not press runs.
I was coming home one day and talking with myself. I said, I'm just gonna live. Forget this guilty, feeling. Forget all this regret. Do what you wanna do. Ain't nobody else tripping like you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and party and do it up. And I literally tried to sear my conscience, like forget it. So when people say you found God, I did not find God. I was trying to party with the devil. Trust me, I was trying to go hard. God himself said, no, not you. He did not allow me to do it. And that's what I seen with my own eyes, whether anyone believes it or not.
Niggas ain't spelling like me. No. They ain't getting money like me. They ain't sitting in that coop like me.
And yes, you heard right. Nas is featured on the album. After Jim tried to downplay Nas's legacy, Nas turned around and teamed up with the very group Jim dissed. It's not just music anymore. It's a masterclass in revenge. And Jim? He's not just being dissed, he's being left behind. Quietly benched by an industry that doesn't have time for antics. That's the part that's cutting deepest. This ain't blackballing, it's silence. And for someone like Jim, silence hits harder than any bar.
He could always say, Jim, I wasn't talking about you.
I mean, and I would be hurt. I would be heartbroken. I would be so upset. You heard?
You was talking about me. Yes, you were.
Let's not forget No Malice's return. For years, he swore he was done with the game, chose peace, walked away, found God. But when he came back, he didn't just rap. He eviscerated. He didn't throw shade. he threw boulders. Bird talk, we all parrots. That line? A direct hit at Jim's Bird Gang brand. And he name-dropped cities Jim just referenced in a freestyle. It was surgical. It was calculated. And it proved Malice wasn't just responding. He'd been studying. In interviews, Jim kept saying Clipse was just riding nostalgia, that their music didn't hit like that, but every time he tried to downplay them, the streets screamed louder. Fans were catching every bar. The rollout was tight. And Jim, he just kept spiraling on podcasts, award shows, and live streams. He looked less like a confident vet and more like someone clinging to controversy because the music wasn't landing anymore.
You know, it's always on the Big Mac. You'll drop through, we drive by in the car with a Big Mac. The last year you dropped, that shit was garbage, take that shit back. What you got your brother out, man? What you trying to bring the country out? Talking about your brother, what happened to that boy? Looking like they selling crap to that boy. Really though, enough of the jokes, it's getting embarrassed. I really got some money, I catch you out in Paris.
Then came the BET Awards. Jim gave another awkward interview, brushing off Clipse's track, Ace Trumpets, as unimpressive. But when asked to name a Clipse song he liked, he stumbled, couldn't name one, kept dodging the question. Meanwhile, the Clipse album was already building momentum. The visuals were dropping, the buzz was building. Jim was officially on the outside looking in.
Fire on the Spotify Rap Caviar podcast.
Yes.
About
Man,
Pusha T.
People don't like people, yeah, see? There we go. And then look what happens. But I'm ready for all things, man. Shouts to Pusha, shouts to that guy, shouts to the Clipse. You know what I mean? Congratulations.
Do you like the new song?
No, but you know.
You don't like Ace Trumpets?
What's so great about it?
It's so good.
It's good?
It's so, oh man.
It's good?
So yeah, there's something going on that you ain't tell us about,
it's
bro.
It's good in what? A nostalgic value of it?
You don't think Ace Trumpets is hard?
I don't believe them. But that's a whole nother story. I don't want to downplay nobody's craft and their music. I want to uplift everybody and things like that. But I don't listen to their music. I never have. I can't recall too many records that I can remember. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Jim tried to make it seem like Clipse was riding nostalgia, that their bars were mid.
And then, in what might be the most delusional moment of the saga, Jim got on Nightcap with Shannon Sharpe and said, "I'm way more influential than Nas." That's when everyone knew it was over. Jim wasn't trolling anymore. He believed it. He said Nas never had that type of influence beyond his first album, claimed he fell off after the movie Belly. That's like saying Michael Jordan fell off after Space Jam. It's nonsense, but while Jim keeps chasing clout, the Clipse are executing a flawless campaign and it's almost time to drop the mic. So here we are. Clipse is back, Pharrell is backing them, Nas is on the album, and Jim Jones, he's out here doing interviews with a straight face, still trying to convince people he won. But this isn't a battle anymore. It's a funeral. When Clipse releases that song with Nas, it won't be a diss. It'll be a eulogy. A goodbye to the Jim Jones that once had the industry listening. Now, it's crickets.
Way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say. I know I made a little boo-boo when you talk about the sales and all this type of shit. I don't feel like getting into that rhetoric about where I started and where he started.
You said that
but listen, Nas was nice when I was in high school. When I was in 10th grade, Nas came out. Nas was dope. We appreciated him. He had a little bit run. But Nas always came up second to Jay and DMX and all these other people. Like,
ain't no shame in that. There a lot of folks came up second to Tom Brady.
He never had that type of influence on us, except for his first, he had the barbecue and shit like that. So I'm a real fan of Nas, but he kind of lost me after the movie Belly and shit like that.
So, what do y'all think? Did Jim bring this on himself? Did he accidentally hand Clipse their biggest comeback on a silver platter? Or is he really just misunderstood and speaking his truth? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hip-hop deep dives. Because if there's one thing we've learned from this saga, it's that you should never, ever come for legends unless you're ready to get legendary smoke.